Hello, what's up? What's happening? Welcome back to the ESPN NEL 2K5 Green Bay Packers franchise. We're going to be taking on those Eagles, Lions, Jaguars, oh my. In the NFC North, the Vikings are on top, followed by the Lions. We're at third at 5-6. We got to win some ball games if we want to make it to the postseason. Bears are under us at 4-7. Falcons on top of the South, Seahawks on top of the West, and those G-men on top of the East. Ravens and Steelers both 6-5 in the North. In the South, the Colts are on top, followed by the Titans. Then you got the Raiders and Chiefs both at 5-6 in the West. The Wild Wild West is definitely wild. And then in the East, you got the Bills 8-3, the Patriots 7-4. When it comes to the playoff picture, it will be the Buffalo Bills, Indianapolis Colts, Baltimore Ravens, Oakland Raiders, Patriots, Titans at the playoffs start today, Pittsburgh, New York, and Kansas City outside looking in. Then you got the Falcons, Minnesota Vikings, Giants, Seattle Seahawks, Detroit Lions, New Orleans Saints, Carolina Panthers, Philadelphia Eagles, and Niners on the outside looking in. So this game, without really saying too much, is very big. We need to win this game. Brett Favre on the road, in the snow, brotherly love. It should be a good one. We can get the football first. Brett Favre going to roll to the left, throws it to Donald Driver, gets brought down by Brian Dawkins. What up, family? And that's going to result in a first down. Rolling to the right side now, we're going to find Donald Driver again, brought down by Dawkins again. A little bit of deja vu. Underrated Denzel movie, by the way. Looking downfield, going to fire this one. Caught by Martin. Touchdown, Green Bay. And the Packers ain't messing around. They came to play a football game, but we ain't playing no games. So third down and 5, Donovan McNabb looking downfield, and that pass caught by T.O. Owens, he caught it. First down, Philadelphia Eagles, 45 receptions for T.O., 3 receiving touchdowns this year, his first in Philadelphia. How long will he be an Eagle? That pass caught by Ty Pinkston. That's going to set up third down and inches, offset. Look, we get some pressure. Campman setting up shop in the backfield. We get the sack, and we get the ball right back. Third down and 6. Brett Favre trying to keep our drive alive. Going to throw it downfield to Javon Walker. Dawkins lays the lumber, and that pass falls incomplete. So now the Eagles have a chance to tie this thing up. Ty Pinkston off to the races. Takes it down to the 25-yard line. Donovan McNabb throws it. Gonna find T.O. who beat Al Harris, the ex-Eagle. And that's going to result in a first down. Second down and goal. Richie in motion. They're going to hand this one off to Buckhalter. He gets brought down by Harris right at the goal line. So third down and goal. They're about 3 feet away from the end zone. They throw it backwards to Buckhalter. And the Packers defense is all over that. The Eagles will knock home a field goal. 7-3 is the score going into the second quarter of play. Third down and 5. Brett Favre going to roll right. Favre looking downfield as he throws it on the run and throws a strike. Throws a Dawkins dime. And we're inside Eagles territory. Davenport going to get the carry here. Going to give the business to Michael Lewis. Just running people over. That Mack truck had a 44 on its license plate. And then Favre going down. Just when we got some momentum on our side, the Eagles take it away with a sack. So on third down, we throw it underneath the Bubba Franks. I'm thinking it's too far for a field goal, too short for a punt anyway, so 4 down territory, and number 4 comes through when we need him to, brought down by Javon Curse, but Favre will pick up a first down. So first down and 10, I formation, 2 tight ends, so 22 personnel. Gonna get that thing to Amon Green, his best run of the afternoon, brought down by Dawkins, and that's a first down inside the 20. Favre dropping back, throws it, caught! A perfect pass to Javon Walker by Brett Favre, and we are up by 11 again. Both teams looking for a playoff spot. Right now, again, we got to put some work. Even if we put in our best effort, it might not be enough because the NFC is absolutely loaded. Looking downfield, that pass going to be caught, going to find Lewis, and that's going to result in a first down for those Philadelphia Eagles. So the Eagles are on the move. Going to spread things out. 4 receivers, single back look. Taking a shot, and it's picked off by Sharper. And Sharper's going to return this one to the 15-yard line. 38 seconds on the clock. Favre going to throw this one up, and it's going to be picked off by Brown. Walker, at the very least, could have got a hand in there, wrestled the ball away, but he did nothing of the sort. And now it's going to be first down and 10 from the 43-yard line. looking downfield. That pass going to be caught by Ty Pinkston. Spin move, first down, Eagles. Now it's third down and 15. McNabb left side, throwing it. Almost picked and set. It's caught by Owens. The run after the catch is going to have the Eagles on the scoreboard with a touchdown. So just when you thought it was safe to come outside, T.O. is like, let me take this little hitch route and let me take it all the way to the crib. Pretty even numbers so far today, but I mean, hey, yo, must-win football in the snow in Philly is going to be a good one. 4 receptions, 102 yards for T.O. so far today. Second down and 9. They're going to run that thing with Buckhalter. Buckhalter gets brought down by Diggs and Sehorn. So third down and 4. The fullback is the only man in the backfield with McNabb. They throw it. That pass going to touch that snow, incomplete. So we take back over, up by 4, second down and 10. We're going to run the ball with Green, and Green has space to the outside. He gets away from one. Dawkins with another tackle. He's been all over the place, but Green will pick up a Packers first down. Favre going to roll left, has space to operate, has the first down, has the 35, and that's a big-time run as we work our way deeper in the Philadelphia territory. I formation, 3 receivers in the formation, going to give it to Davenport up the gut, and he's going to muscle his way forward. Good run there for 5 yards. Second down and 5. Favre to the right side, got Big Henderson, and Henderson going to get popped by Leto. And I was charged up, and I was shocked. Henderson is a big fullback, and Leto is a small cornerback, and Leto brought the business to him. But you're not going to bring the business to Amon Green, who walks into the end zone 20-10. The PAT is up and good, 21-10. We get the ball back, but we get the ball back just to throw it to Leto. Leto Shepard with the pick right there. We had a chance to possibly put a chokehold on this game. Instead, we're going to be giving the Eagles another chance. There goes Buckhalter, breaks the tackle. Almost got out of that last one, but we do stop him 1 yard shy of the first down. So the Eagles, can they convert here? Third down and 1. That pass broken up by McKenzie. Beautiful play by him. They got to settle for a field goal attempt, and the kick by Akers is a good one, and that's a big one, cutting the lead down to 8 points. So a touchdown and a 2-point conversion can tie this thing up, but we ain't on that. We are on getting this football in the scoring territory, milking the clock, and picking up a first down in the process. Amon Green does that there. Third down and 10. Favre is up to your right arm to come through. Gonna find Martin to eat again. Dawkins, another tackle. The man's been all over the field. Gonna run this one with Green, who coughs it up. We're in field goal range. We could have went up by 11. Instead, Green, the all-pro, is going to fumble the football. T.O. down the sideline, forced out of bounds, just barely. First down, Eagles. Now it's third down and 5. They throw it over the middle. That one's caught by T.O. as well. First down and 10. McNabb steps up. McNabb going down. Big sack right there by the Packers defense. So now it's going to set up second down and long. McNabb looking to the left side. Picked by Al Harris. That was the same play that T.O. scored on to end the first half. This time we saw it coming and we stepped in front of it. So minute 55 on the clock. Clean milk this one. We're going to run the ball with Green. And Green's going to pick up 4 yards, brought down by Dawkins. Who else is going to make the tackle? Give the ball to Green. This time gets brought down at the line of scrimmage. So third down and 6 going to go to the air. Favre steps up. Favre going down. Curse gets in there for the sack. We go 3 and out. The Eagles have no timeouts. Minute 31 on the clock. They fire it, caught by Owens. Owens going to run over Sehorn, brought down by Harris. Over 149 yards receiving so far today for T.O. McNabb throwing it. Caught by Owens. Owens is loose. Owens is gone. Touchdown, Philly. And can they tie it with the 2-point conversion? T.O. up over 200 yards receiving. They're going to run the ball. Buckhalter on a little counter play. A beautiful call. Everybody on defense was going to the right. They cut it back to the left with the pulling guard, and Buckhalter goes in untouched. We're going to fire this one to walk. We still have time. We still have timeouts. Now on the other side of the 50. Favre steps up, and Favre going down. That's going to be third down and 18 with 30 seconds on the clock. Favre dropping back, rolls to the left, and we have Bubba Franks open. But instead we throw it to Walker. Dawkins pops him. The ball comes out, and we're headed to overtime. We win the toss, we get the football. Gonna fire it to Bubba Franks here over the middle. Big catch there, and that's gonna be a first down. We go up the gut with Davenport, gives the business to Trotter, but he does get stopped shy of the first down. So third down and a long 8. We fire it, broken up by Leto Shepard. Played himself a nice game in that secondary alongside Brian Dawkins. And now McNabb steps up, fires it quickly, caught by Ty Pinkston. And here come the Eagles. Second down and 6. McNabb steps up right at that line of scrimmage. They said he was still behind it, and Ty Pinkston catches another one. They're in field goal range. They send out Akers, and Akers is going to put this one away. We blow an 11-point lead to lose to the Philadelphia Eagles in Philly. So that is a big win for the Eagles because, again, they're chasing everybody else in the playoff race. That's why it's like we're so far behind that the wild card might be hard to get. We ain't really worried about the division right now. That's kind of out of the way, as we're going to be taking on the Detroit Lions, one of the better teams and one of the surprise teams this year in the division as well. Rudy Johnson, a big addition for them, averaging 4 yards per carry. Kevin Jones has still contributed with 71 attempts for 238 yards. They both have 2 touchdowns apiece. So the Eagles game was a must-win. And it was a good game, and the Eagles, they just got the better of us. That roster is absolutely stacked. There's not too many weaknesses that you can point to on that Eagles team. Detroit is a solid team, a surprise team, but I think they have some holes that hopefully we can take advantage of moving forward. If we can't, then again, it is just going to be sitting on the couch watching the playoffs just like everybody else. And we don't want that here with the Green Bay Packers. We have a talented roster. We should be doing better. But Detroit, they did lose last week. They gave Arizona the first win. Arizona was 0-11, taking on the mighty Detroit Lions, and Arizona wins 24-7 to get their first win of the season. So now it's the Lions, it's the Packers. It's a rivalry renewed. This time, it's in Lambeau. Last time, it was in Detroit, and Detroit got the better of us. So again, this is a must-win as well. Detroit's going to get the football first. There goes Rudy. Breaks the tackle. Gets some good blocks. Turns the corner. Has a first down. Move those chains. Draw play now to Rudy Johnson. And Rudy gets away from Sehorn. Rudy going to get brought down right at that yellow line, and the yellow line matching the Green Bay Packers uniforms perfectly today. There goes Rudy up the gut again. And it's been grounding and pounding as if Barry Sanders is back there. Now they're going to give it to the big fullback from Nebraska. Get your fullbacks involved. That's when it's on the first down. Then Rudy up the gut. He gets popped at the goal line. But that's a touchdown for Detroit. So Detroit dominating the early part because they forced us into a 3-and-out to start the ball game. We did get the football first. We go 3-and-out. They go down and score. Brett Favre getting sacked. That's Bell's 6th sack this season. Six and a half to be precise. That pass caught by Ferguson, and we need some more of that, Brett Favre. We need you to be amazing with that right arm of yours, that cannon of yours. Gonna find Bubba Franks over the middle. Bubba Franks, he's gonna pick up a first down right there. Spreading things out. 5 receivers in the formation. Throwing it over the middle. Caught by Driver. Touchdown, Green Bay. So go, Pack, go, all the way for a touchdown. And now we got to stop this Detroit offense. Joey Harrington going to find Roy Williams, the rookie out of Texas, making a catch right there. Just 37 receptions, but he's averaging 16.5 yards a catch. So every time he catches it, it's usually a big play. That pass caught by him again, and that's like another gain of around 16 yards. Roy Williams, another catch and another first down for the Lions. And now they find themselves in Green Bay territory, and then we get a sack right there. Jackson gets to him to end the first quarter of play. Third down. Quick pass. Over the middle. Picked off by Jason Sehorn. And Sehorn's going to return it to the 32-yard line, and that is big. That is a huge play here in the first half. So can we get the ball and score? Hopefully we can. Going to throw this one over the middle. Caught by Donald Driver. Mr. Go-To makes another catch there. Second down and 10. Play fake. Favre rolling left. Fired it to Javon Walker. And that pass will be hauled in for a first down. Move those chains. Now we're going to go down Porsche with the sack. And now it's going to be second down and 14. Make it third down and 12 now. Going to fire it to the right side. Caught by Walker. over Dre Bly, races down to the 11-yard line. That is a huge play for this Packers offense. 3rd down and 9. Can we punch it in? Favre looking, end zone. Caught by Ferguson. The Green Bay Packers have the lead for the first time today. So Brett Favre leads us down the field, puts 7 up on the board. They got Kevin Jones on the kick return, breaks a tackle, and he's loose. Block is in front, hits the sideline, turns on the Jets, and he is going to score. A beautiful kick return right down that sideline, and the Lions are going to tie it back up. This time it's going to be 14-14. So in the Eagles game, they allowed us to get some separation. In the Detroit game, they're not allowing us to get any separation because as soon as we score, they go with a kick return down that sideline to the hizzy. Looking downfield, Favre fires it. Caught by Walker right over the middle, and that's a chain mover showing off those hands. 3rd down and 13. Favre steps up, rifles it over the middle, caught by Ford, and Ford hauls it in for a Packers first down. Split back formation on the other side of the 50, and down we go again. Believe that's Johnson who got the sack, and the former Packer is going to back us up some as we fire it to Ferguson, who makes another catch. Ferguson having the first half to remember. Favre dropping back here, throws it deep, caught. Ferguson, another touchdown reception for him today. So 21-14 is the score as we head to the second half of play. So we are dominating the passing game, but we're only up by 7. So, hey, anything is possible here. So we do have to remember that the Detroit Lions will get the football first to start the second half. We went 3 and out. They drive down the field to get this touchdown right here. But then Brett Favre was doing Brett Favre type things, going to find Donald Driver. He would finish with 3 first half touchdown passes. This, though, probably was the play of the first half. We were up by 14-7. We're up by 7, and then they just go right down with a kick return. But then we found Ferguson for the second time today in the first half. Donald Driver, 1 touchdown reception. Ferguson with 2. Brett Favre throwing that thing all over the field so far. 3 touchdowns, 217 yards on 12 of 18 passing. Brett Favre is absolutely going bananas. So Detroit can get the football first, start the second half. That pass caught. Move those chains. That's not Herman Moore wearing 84. I believe that's Ty Streets wearing 84, right? That pass going to be caught, and that's going to be a first down as Rodgers makes the catch. Now, Joey Harrington over the middle, going to find his man, Roy Williams, having himself an absolute afternoon to remember. Might be his best game of the season, and it couldn't have come at a better time for the Detroit Lions. So the ball game is tied up again. Favre rolls left, throws it, going to be caught by Bubba Franks, and Bubba has a first down, move those chains. Now we're going to run the ball with Green, and Green going to try to get loose, picks up a solid gain of 6 there. 2nd down and 4, give it back to Green, gets out of 1 tackle, falls backwards, which is forward, and that's going to result in the first down there. 4-man rush by Detroit. We fired over the middle, going to find Javon Walker, and Brett Favre is carving up this Detroit Lions secondary. Taking a shot deep, that pass going to be caught by Driver, and that's a chain mover. So Driver up over 1,000 yards this season with still some weeks to play. We're going to get this thing to Davenport, brought down by Boss Bailey. 3rd down and 8. Looking downfield as Favre. He's going to keep it. Slides down inside the 5. First down and goal. 22 personnel out there. Going to give it to Amon Green. Amon Green headed to the end zone. Got slowed up, tripped up, but still finds the end zone. And the Packers go up by 7. So 2nd down, looking downfield, that pass going to be broken up. Excuse me, that was 3rd down. So on 3rd and 5, McKenzie bats it away, and we take over up by 7. Going to give this one to Green, who finds running room. The timing of that play was executed flawlessly, and now it's 2nd down and 8. Favre going to rifle it to the right side. Diving catch by Driver, beats Dre Bly yet again as we head to the 4th quarter of play. So we find ourselves up by 7. We got to have it here. There goes Green, rumbling and bumbling and stumbling for a gain of 8. Davenport down in the ball game on 2nd down and 2. We give it to him, and he's going to pick up a first down. So we can start to work on this clock just a little bit, but scoring a touchdown is the key here. Field goal, that's nice, but a touchdown would be better. We get the ball to Green, running to his own man, but still picks up a first down. So second down and goal, give it to Amon Green here, and Amon Green is going to find the end zone. 3 passing touchdowns in that first half, 2 rushing touchdowns here in the second half, and that's exactly what the doctor ordered. So Detroit might be your last chance to dance, and they cough it up. Big time fumble. Baja Bilamila gets up in there for the sack, or for the recovery, I should say. That's going to lead to a Packers field goal, and we find ourselves up by 17 with under 2 minutes on the clock, 4th and 2. They throw it to the left side. It's going to be dropped by Williams, who's had a fantastic game up until that point, and we get a much-needed victory, 38-21 here. So a big-time win for the Green Bay Packers, keeping our playoff hopes alive. Those slim playoff hopes, but they're still alive. 293 yards passing for the Packers, 99 yards rushing, 392 yards total. Brett Favre, absolutely crazy game. Didn't have to pass the ball too much, but hey, we did what we did, and we got the W. The Bears end up losing to the Jaguars, so the Jaguars are 4-9, but the Jaguars lose Fred Taylor for the rest of the season, and we play the Jaguars next, obviously. So that's not a good look for the Jaguars. Fred Taylor, one of the best running backs, talent-wise, I think, of the 2000s. Obviously, injuries were always a problem with him, but when healthy, I mean, there was not too many running backs better. There goes Sean Alexander, going to take it down the sideline. Seahawks over those Minnesota Vikings. Going to travel to New England. It's Chad Johnson before he was Ocho Cinco. Scores versus the Patriots. Bengals 31, Patriots 21. Playoff picture, Bills, Colts, Raiders, Steelers, Patriots, Jets, Titans, and the Bengals outside looking in as of right now. In the NFC, Giants, Falcons, Seahawks, Vikings, Panthers, Saints, Lions, and Eagles on the outside looking in. If we would have beat the Eagles, maybe it would have been us in there and not them. But hey, that's the way the cookie crumbles. Now it's snowing in Green Bay. Going to be taking on the Jaguars. That's one bad as I just saw him in the Steelers highlight. Y'all know his name. I completely forgot it. Anyways, that pass going to be falling incomplete. They're looking for Jimmy Smith. He's not going to catch that thing, so we take over. Amon Green to the right side. Amon Green rumbling. Amon Green going to be stumbling. That's Donovan. Is that Donovan Darius? Who's 37? That's Grant, I believe. Grant with the stop right there. And then Favre going to slide down. That's going to result in the first down. Favre looking downfield, and he's going to go down. John Henderson with the sack. Got to watch out for those big D tackles with Stroud and Henderson. Favre steps up, raffles it downfield, caught by Ferguson. Almost got out of that last tackle, but that's going to be a first down nonetheless. In Jaguars territory, Favre going to step up. He's going to tuck it and running. The decision by the wily veteran has been good all episode long. Davenport, right side. Davenport, first down, brought down by Tillman. Charles Tillman is now a Jaguar as he beat his old team last week, the Chicago Bears. Will he beat his old foe, the Packers? I don't know. We're going to find Donald Driver. We've been doing that all video long, and it continues here. That pass caught for a touchdown. That pass caught by Jimmy Smith, one of the more underrated, maybe forgotten players, maybe in NFL history. He was a beast at receiving his heyday. They go up the gut with Greg Jones to end the first quarter of play. They give it to Jones here, and Jones gets brought down shy of the first down. So third down and 3. Leftwich fires it. That pass caught by Smith. How did it get to him? I have no idea, but they find Smith, and that's going to be a first down. Now they run the ball, and the dreaded clipping on the run play.
Offense.
One of the glitches in this game, going to take away all their rushing yards. This is so sad. So sad. Jacksonville, so sad. That play design was sad on 4th and forever, and they got to punt this one away. So second down and 8. We're going to fire it. That pass caught by Walker. Too much space, and that's an easy pitch and catch right there. I got 8,500 career passing yards in this game. That's a milestone. Remember, you saw it here first. We're going down, though. Big-time play by that defense is John Henderson with another sack. Favre steps up. Favre throws it over the middle, and it's dropped by Bubba Frank. So we are keeping the Jaguars in this ball game. It's 7-0, 28 seconds on the clock. Leftwich firing it, and that pass is caught, but there's another flag. And this one is going to be on the defense, though.
Pass interference. Number 28.
So pass interference, they will decline it. They're going to take the stats, take the result of the play. That pass is not a very good one, and they're going to have to send this one away on 4th down. So negative 6 yards rushing for them because of the clipping call. 52 yards passing for them. We have 52 on the ground and a 7-point lead. How will the second half shape out? 3rd down and 9. Favre dropping back. Throws it deep downfield. It's caught by Driver. Gonna beat Tillman, who can't catch him, and Driver's gonna take it to the house. Touchdown Packers. And is that gonna be enough to win this snowy defensive contest here at Lambeau Field? Leftwich dropping back. We send a blitz. They pick it up until they don't. Bennett gets in there for the takedown, and that is exactly what the doctor ordered. 3rd down and 15. Looking downfield. That pass gonna be caught. Is that going to be a 1st down? No. And on 4th and inches, they're going to go for it. They're going to run the ball. Greg Jones is loose. And Jones gets brought down by Diggs. And if that's Fred T, he might still be running for a touchdown. They're going to get the ball to Jones here again. And again, they pick up a 1st down on 4th and short. But time is ticking away. Less than 2 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. That pass going to be caught. Is that Kyle Brady? Yes, it is. And that's going to be a 1st down. So 1st and goal. Leftwich under pressure. Leftwich going down. Big time sack right there by Hunt, who is hunting. They're going to run the ball with Jones. And Jones, he gets brought down by Hannibal. Looking downfield. Leftwich with a flag down. Is nearly picked off. And the flag is going to be holding on the defense.
Number 28, defense.
So, 14-0, but it's 1st and goal all over again, and this time Greg Jones will back his way into the end zone, and Green Bay has surrendered a touchdown, and that means the lead is cut down to 7. We get the ball to Amon Green, and Amon Green is going nowhere fast. 2nd down and 11. Brett Favre under some pressure, lets it fly, broken up. So 3rd down and 11. Can we keep this drive alive? Rolling out is Favre. He's going to throw it over the middle, but just a second too late. It's going to be broken up, and the Jaguars have a chance now. Leftwich, left side, throwing it. Jimmy Smith, another catch, and another 1st down for Jacksonville. 2nd down and 3. They get the ball to Jones. He's going to bounce it to the outside, and he's going to get away from Seahorn and pick up a 1st down. Under 5 minutes to go in this one. Leftwich throws it, picked off by Sharper. Say what you will, and yeah, there's plenty to say. As a football player, though, there wasn't too many safeties better than him at this moment in time. Green gonna run the ball to the left side, and Green is gonna make it 3rd down and 2. Can we pick up this 1st down? We're gonna run the ball, and Green's gonna get boxed up and shipped out. So on 4th and 2, we're going to punt this one away. The Jaguars have another chance. We stack the box and we shut down that run game. So 2:30 on the clock. 2nd down and 10. We send a blitz. They pick it up. That pass, though, is not a very accurate one. And now it's 3rd down and 10. 4-man rush yet again. They throw it downfield, and that pass falls incomplete. And now we take over with 2 minutes on the clock. Going to run the ball with Green. Green breaks a tackle. Fighting for every inch. There's Donovan Darius with the takedown there. 3rd down and 7. Gonna fire to the left side. Caught by Chapman. You never know. Whenever I throw the ball to Chapman or Ford, you just never know what the result's gonna be. That run play to Green. Not gonna pick up a 1st down. Tillman with the stop. So the Jaguars will get the ball back with no timeouts. 12 seconds on the clock. We get some pressure. They throw it. It's broken up by Sharper again. 8 seconds on the clock. Leftwich under pressure, and Campman gets to the quarterback, and that, my friends, is going to do it. 14-7 is the final in this one. So the Green Bay Packers, we went 2-1 in this episode. If we would have went 3-0, that would have been big for our playoff chances. I just doubt that we're going to catch Detroit. Hopefully, we might be able to catch Philly. Who knows what's going to happen there. But I would like to have a winning record. So 9-7 is the goal. I know that might not help our draft position. But, hey, you play to win the game. Donald Driver with the play of the second half. It was a beautiful pass by Brett Favre. When you have to run that way, run that far after the catch, then you're going to be the player of the game. 2 catches, 86 yards, 2 touchdowns for Donald Driver today. He is the player of the game. That is going to do it. I will see you next time with another trifecta. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I do hope that the rest of the day is the best today. Too many again, my friends. Peace, love. Hot sauce.